Hello, this is Lit Revision for AQA A-Level English Literature A, Section C. In this video, we will explore how love is presented as a sport in The Great Gatsby and Sir Thomas Wyatt's Whoso List Hount. As with the previous videos, I will share some critics that you can use in your exam for AO5. Firstly, love can be seen as a sport in Whoso List Hount through the extended metaphor or conceit of a deer hunt as a love chase. Wyatt's persona cries, "The vain travail hath wearied me so sore." Here the persona's hard work and much effort had gone to waste in trying to pursue his lover. Of course, you may already know that this poem is often read with a pinch of an autobiographical tone. Supposedly, this poem reflects Sir Thomas Wyatt's relationship with King Henry VIII's wife Anne Boleyn. At the time of her beheading, Sir Thomas Wyatt, our poet, was imprisoned in a high tower. He wrote this poem whilst watching his beau get beheaded publicly. He later would write that the bell tower showed me such a sight that in my head sticks day and night. Thus, this poem is a product of his traumatic experience. So love is a sport in this poem, as the persona catches a woman whom he cannot, and most importantly, must not catch, for she is a prize of the ruler of the land, the Caesar, in our case, King Henry. If the speaker continues to pursue her, he will incur the wrath of the ruler. In contrast, love is not so much of a sport for Gatsby. He is more earnest in his approach in winning Daisy. Gatsby bought that house so that Daisy would just be across the bay. Gatsby's story and life, it seems, revolves and orbits around Daisy. Unlike the persona, Gatsby does not give up on his love. He continues to strive to pursue Daisy. He exhibits a very dogged, sports-like persistence. We see this when Gatsby continues to reach out for the green light. This symbolizes the distance and, at best, unrequited love Gatsby holds for Daisy. Indeed, however, both speaker and Gatsby are wildly unsuccessful in their quest for romance. Moreover, love is a sport in Whoso List Hount, as the persona calls others to try their chances in winning the female. He dares others who list her hunt, because citherns in a net I seek to hold the wind. This dare or challenge highlights the sportsmanship in the quest for love. To the persona, winning his lover proved impossible and tiresome. He gives up and lets others try their luck. Similarly, love is a sport in The Great Gatsby, as Tom doesn't appreciate Daisy. He tells everyone that although once in a while I go off on a spree, in my heart I love her all the time. This highlights Tom's great indifference towards Daisy. As a male, it is okay for him to betray her love. Thus, he treats love as a game, whereby Daisy is the team he will always support but will betray some days. Daisy replies to this, "You're revolting." Here, Daisy expresses her disgust in the way Tom treats her as a sport. Yet we know that Tom wouldn't alter from his behaviours from the way he introduces Myrtle to Nick, Daisy's own cousin. He tells Nick in Chapter 2, "I want you to meet my girl." It is clear that Tom does not suffer any consequences for his actions, thus his lack of fear of getting caught. He treats his love towards Daisy as a sport and doesn't have any respect for her. Lastly, love is a sport in Whoso List, as the hind reminds the speaker, "Noli me tangere, for Caesar's I am." Here love is a sport, as the patriarch alluded to, as Caesar is in possession of the hind. If we take the autobiographical reading, Caesar becomes King Henry VIII. Yet the hind too is playing a part in this love sport. Her collar reads, "And wild for to hold, though I seem tame." Here the hind's flirtation is ever present, and the juxtaposition of wildness and tameness is accentuated. This mirrors the virgin-whore dichotomy, whereby women are expected to be virginal and innocent, but as quick as the finger points, they are suspected to be indecent and whore-like, whatever that is. Love is a sport in The Great Gatsby too. Gatsby is Mr. Nobody from nowhere, as Daisy belongs to Tom. Here, love is complicated by obstacles, whether Tom or the class system, that prevents Gatsby from winning the game of love by winning Daisy. Daisy becomes the prized possession, much like the hind. They are both trophies of the love sport they did not want to participate in. Yet, Marriage for both females prevents them from being fulfilled in love. They lose in love. Therefore, love is a sport in both Whoso List, Hount, and The Great Gatsby. Here are what critics have said about each text as part of AO5. This would help you reach that perceptivity needed to achieve the high band answer in your exam. For Whoso List, Hount, Boyerin in 2006 says, why its dependence on Petrarch might point out to an easy explanation of the poem's extended metaphor, Deer Hunt as Love Chase. Henderson in 2011 says the female figure remains paradoxically deceptive, only seeming tame rather than elevating or edifying. Here we see the very much mundane and simple attitude towards females, where the female does not have much agency. She seems tame, and the virgin whore dichotomy is ever present and is not subverted at all. For The Great Gatsby, Kenneth Ebel in 1964 says that Daisy moves away from actuality and into an idea existing in Gatsby's mind. H. L. Mencken in 1925 says that only Gatsby himself genuinely lives and breathes. The rest are mere marionettes. And Jacqueline Lance in 2000 says, becoming Tom was Gatsby's dream. Here we see how Gatsby and Tom and Daisy all participate in this game of love, in the sport of love. Thank you for listening. I hope this has helped you in your revision and for your exam prep. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe for more content, much more like this and more. And don't forget to click on that bell for post notifications whenever I post. This has been Lit Revision, and good luck with your Lit Revision.